So what were you three doing while Anya and I were killing everyone?
Well,
Picking their noses.
there was one of the guards spotted.
Kyler, as you
The other
run
two you downed.
and look back,
Oh shit.
you see a great gout of flame out in the distance at the farm. It seems like letting all of that booze. Well, it's very flammable.
It's not our fucking problem.
Does it look like it's going to leap to the buildings that we put it away from, or is it just like a big fire?
It's not a secret shit's burning over there is what I'm intending to tell you.
Understood. Guys, there's a fire
We'll talk
behind
back
us.
once we're inside. Come on. Yeah, I see it.
Going out in a blaze of love. 420 blazes. Wait. Never mind. I love running through bushes.
Whoopsh, ow.
Okay. If we start running there, with the walls looking at us, it's gonna look very suspicious.
Just 3 cloaked idiots walking through the garden. No big deal.
Just picking flowers.
Where the
Alright, jump the
fuck
fence.
are the other 2?
I don't know.
They're back in town.
Good, they should stay there.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it here.
Hey, we did a good job.
I actually prefer Adwick. Can't believe I'm saying that.
Oof.
You won't have to stay here for long.
I want to go home.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
I want to go back to the damn jungle. And the heavy rains and the smell of sea salt in the air.
That sounds nice.
It does. And my monastery. will
Evening.
be such a sight for sore eyes.
Oi, you! Stop right there! Stop!
Stop, you two. Hold on.
Just gotta pull the hole back.
I'll identify. I saw both of them.
Yep, you match the description. He's gonna grab you.
Another group coming
What?
in.
What description?
Sir!
Okay.
We have one that matches the description.
That one?
Bring her to the assistant
That
magistrate then. Which
Right,
one?
come on.
These 2.
Come on then.
That one not enough.
Stop.
Go on then.
You with the hood.
Going to
Let's
commit
go.
You gotta come with me.
mastermind.
You are under arrest.
Understood.
That's one of the ones the magistrate pointed out.
You are coming with me to the assistant magistrate now. Go.
Am I needed for anything else?
Are you sure these are the two?
Absolutely positive. I saw them with my own 2 eyes.
And I
You're
believe
close
you
enough.
are done now, sir.
It's
Right
just
through here.
recently evening.
Right.
Oi!
Thank you.
They're bringing in a lot of people today.
Say they found
Yeah, we're being arrested.
Go.
In.
I love being thrown into the fucking ceiling.
Assistant magistrate.
Oh.
These are the two in question, I believe, according to the eyewitness account.
Tell me, why exactly did 2 peasants come running into my office, telling me that a blonde woman in a green cloak and a masked figure wielding a sword and a
You.
dagger
Make sure no one comes in
accost
here.
their wagon and,
What's that?
well, commit unspeakable acts, or so they say.
Goes into his pocket and
Do you
hands,
want us to make a fool of you?
tosses you the
What?
there's a ledger. That was a ledger that I found in the inn that we talked about previously. As you can see, there's nothing in there directly related to House Murphy. But I forgot the name of it. It starts with an A. You know the one.
It's
That.
revolved, but that's all right.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
to
Come
keep
on.
track of. I
Yeah,
know.
exactly. It's weird. Well, but you can see several sizable donations going into the tavern there from that house itself, which is kind of weird. I don't want to point fingers, but it sounds a little bit like offense to me. Anyway, we tracked some of the workers to...
Offense, you say?
Well, that's what criminal people would like to do, yes. Possibly, but obviously I don't know. We tracked some of the people to a warehouse in the outskirts of the city, which matches the description that we heard from earlier about how this person operates, moving things in and out of the city. When we went there, we found more of the mercenaries that also we saw belonging to the person that we were looking into. We went in there, we did our best to get in there quietly, but unfortunately they threatened us, and, well, we went in there and we managed to gather as much
There
of
was
the...
a paladin.
I don't know if it was a paladin. It was
Paladin.
incredibly well armored, though, like a paladin.
It looked like a paladin
It did
to
look
me,
like a
a paladin
paladin.
of Mithrax.
But
A paladin of Mithrax?
Unless you have some very, very well armored men with dome hats on that wear
Could
silver
have just been
that
a
aren't.
heavily armored mercenary. I've never
Possibly.
heard of any kind of paladin who has taken a true oath to ever engage in mercenary work after they've taken their oaths, of course.
He had a mace and everything.
Maybe
Anyways.
he was an oath
Just
breaker.
looked like one.
we took
They
out
do
the
exist.
specific supplies related to that specific establishment, and we burnt those. We left as much as we could unhurt. Obviously, all
I
the
see.
There were
civilians are
marked
free.
boxes.
Mm-hmm.
We burned the marked boxes and left the supplies that was not marked in the warehouse. And
I see.
no harm came to the civilians. Though I did
And
clock
the
one of them in the face.
mercenaries?
They threatened us against our
Dead.
lives.
Ah. I see.
Self-defense.
Ah, yes,
It was a fully
I
armored man with a mace against.
suppose we'll
us.
just chalk that up to self-defense. Well. Either way, it sounds like, well... I'll need to think about this for a moment. If you could gather the rest of your agents, I suppose we can all discuss it in here together.
I'm gonna stay in here
But
right now.
until then, you are not under any kind of
Yes.
arrest. You haven't broken any laws that I'm necessarily aware of. This is my orders, I understand.
I'll gather the others.
Please do, and we'll discuss it all.
Excuse me, sir.
I like having answers.
Gather the others. We're gonna meet at the magistrate. We've got 5 minutes.
Alright. We'll have to find them.
It's actually been able to cut through metal.
Gather the others. Meet at the magistrate. 5 minutes.
Understood.
Be quick.
You are able to see a nobleman holding a golden knife on a dress and is holding it up to the neck of the tavern again. Again, you have to get
Can I
close
see
and
the
hear
knife exactly?
it's very
Or is it the one he
shiny,
has?
practically.
I didn't see shit.
Not that exactly. It is a golden knife.
Is it close or?
In the ritual dagger you have, what does the make exactly? I know.
You know, you're not the first person I've heard that has had issue with the fact that things are laid out in such a way that there is no ability to have proper accommodation.
And you're right up
Oh,
into the
actually-
ceiling and it hurts.
Oh, actually, no. The doors slammed shut with gusts of wind. I've been thrown forward quite heavily at least 3 times today. That said,
See, it happens to big
I do
people
have to
too.
get going.
I told you. Whoa. Okay, bye. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Well, that's no, I suppose.
I'll see you guys in there. I'm gathering up the others.
No. But I think the fish is going home.
I saw him out here earlier, but seemed really busy and he didn't want to talk to me.
But you know what? I would have suggested you running towards him. I would have grabbed you, saying, "Stop! I'm taking you to the magistrate." So you would have seen it, and I could drag you away.
Meeting with the magistrate.
They're gone now. Shit. Yeah, we just saw something. I need to bring to him.
She had a golden dagger. I can't say for 100%, but it was very close to the same one he has. I tried to get a better look, but I couldn't tell. She hid it right back in her dress.
Then we can assume it's the cradle. Come on.
She's a noble. Maybe just a really fancy fucking letter opener.
It does seem like she injured the tavern owner.
To her neck, no? That's how you described it, Gregor?
It was gold, I can say that.
Wasn't there a woman who was stabbed? Did you not see that?
Don't talk about this on the street.
Please.
Should we not help her?
Why are we here, really?
Sorry.
Come on.
Remember, some things are not our concern.
The wind.
Almost. I'll call it close
It was
enough.
like 2 seconds off.
Well, that was concerning.
You too?
I'm guessing whatever you lot did was very successful.
Mm-hmm.
Because that
happened?
noble woman came out with a massive retinue. Went straight over to the tavern and dragged the woman out by her hair over to an alleyway. I didn't see as well as Gregor. Say it.
So you're saying that there has been a murder, Arn?
Not quite. Hear what he has to say.
Was stabbed and injured.
The noble woman had a golden dagger with high resemblance to a cult.
The cradle of his sorrow.
Cradle, yes.
Carries ornamental daggers, apparently. Rin continued.
Should I cover more detail?
Yeah.
You probably know more of that.
I've been investigating the cradle for a while in Adabek, and we found this on the magistrate, the old magistrate. There's an orny dagger that the cradle uses to signify their high-ranking members. It's just a very over-embellished piece. I see. The writing translates some sort of religious garbage. I have no idea. But the worship...
What was it you saw her do with it?
The worship somebody, but I don't know.
I didn't see exactly what she did. But she did drag the tavern girl out, and she was kind of tumbling, in a way, back to her abode as if she was injured.
You're saying that
Where
this
is
person
she?
was stabbed with this cult dagger? Possibly. If she is
Can't say
arrested
for
with
sure.
it on her person, it would be, well, a crime worthy of death.
She's already returned to the noble district, sir.
I see. It would only be your testimony then. Although I imagine that you have done, well, very good work if the response was so immediate It will only be a matter of time before she has to take over another business, and when she does, we'll be ready. Once that happens, and once we have her arrested and in our custody, certainly if she is arrested with any of this cult paraphernalia on her, it will be more than evidence enough to prove that she is complicit with the cult, and therefore have her executed. You've done very good work, although, well, I am a little disappointed that it had to come to some kind of self-defense during the destruction of any of the goods. Yes.
Where is the tavern girl? Where does she live?
Where? I'm not sure.
Do you excuse me so I can go find her and make sure she's not, you know, dead somewhere?
The last thing we'd want to do is to highlight ourselves by going near her.
You could put her in more danger.
In plain clothes. I will send one of the guards in plain clothes once they're off duty, and he'll check on her. All right?
I wouldn't even advise that, sir.
Right.
Very well.
Guess it's just an unfortunate circumstance then.
They're not going to kill her,
Regardless-
they need to use her. She owns the tavern.
As you have done good work today, although a little sloppy for certain.
It's true.
It will only be a matter of time before Amani has to move and take over another business. Once she does, along with the ledger and the golden dagger, if on her person when arrested, well, as I said before, it will be grounds to have her executed on her being complicit with the cult. I will have to think on what will need to happen next if that is the case, as it will doubtless cause a significant amount of disruption in town. Furthermore, I imagine that House Revolt, if truly connected on all levels, will act at that time. Yes.
You might not know about this. There are many people that come into this town every day, I assume, but have you heard of a Sir Bryce come through here by any chance?
No, I haven't.
Is that supposed to mean something?
My excitement.
I am, like
Which
I said,
is?
not personally aware that any kind of Sir Bryce has entered town, but of course I can check the records, any kind of registration or ledgers that might exist that would be in the last several days where he may have registered or made any major purchases.
I highly recommend doing so, and to keep any tabs on him, or even bring him in for questioning. He is also a suspect with this cult business. This man was seen. This man was seen around a crime scene in a different part of Ireland, where the cult had laid their business in a cabin and were murdering pregnant women. People close to me and my friends. He was seen leaving this place, couldn't keep his story straight, and fled Adwick as fast as he possibly could, heading in the direction of Fair Hollow.
Do you have any evidence to support this testimony, accusing a knight, one who has upheld the chivalrous code for as long as, well, I imagine this knight has, is a serious accusation?
I have two witness accounts.
But I can vouch for witnessing him.
1 second. Go ahead.
I have two witness accounts of people that were also on the task of figuring this murder shit out in our town.
This
It seems to
murder
have bled
shit,
over.
I imagine you're speaking
Excuse
of
me.
the cult activity.
The cult of Isara has taken prey to people in Adwick as well as people in Fair Hollow. They seem to be all over Ireland. Sir Bryce, being a person of interest who was 1, seen at a crime scene, 2, couldn't get his story straight when we tried to question him about it, and 3, fled the scene within 10 minutes of being there. He's very suspicious. So if there is a Sir Bryce in your records, I recommend looking into that.
Very well. I will need at least a day to go in and check the ledgers, and I will humor these accusations on the grounds that you have, well, corroborating testimony and otherwise. However, it will take time to look into the record. And keep in mind that accusing a knight of this station is a very serious accusation. If Sir Bryce is innocent, will be some kind of punishment, you understand, if your accusations are baseless.
Yes, sir.
She's merely making you aware, Magistrate, it is possible. And us being on behalf of the Crown present, we have to make sure everything we know, you know.
Very well, I
It would
understand.
be a real shame if he got through this town without being seen. Then we would not know where he is.
We will keep an eye out, as I said, and I will look through the ledgers to see if he is already here. As for
Thank
the
you.
rest of you, as I said, you've done good work, although a bit sloppy. I will have the deaths of those mercenaries ruled as self-defense, as it... well, it would simply be your word against theirs, I suppose. Otherwise, as I said before, it seems that Amani has already acted. I imagine she will have to act rashly again in the future. If she is arrested, and this dagger is on her person, bearing some kind of semblance to cult paraphernalia, it will be grounds to have her executed. However, I'm loath to do such with any kind of haste, so I'll need to think deeply on what to do next. Until then, you can make yourselves at home here in Fair Hollow, and we will convene later.
I suppose we'll come find you in the morning, sir.
Very well.
Does this allow us access to where we need to go? Since we've been kind of delayed all day.
No, we need to find this boss. Unfortunately, I don't think that can necessarily be dealt with right now.
We're wasting time.
You ask for an inch. You have to give him
Well,
one,
it feels...
always in this place.
Hang on.
We're wasting
Well,
time.
it feels that way. You both know what's in this city, the people who are here, and what factions are present. If what we're dealing with is as important as it is, should we really be leaving our back door open so they can just follow us in? Or ambush us? We'll get to it first.
A good point.
We're already
Deal
being
with it here.
followed by a masked
We
figure.
deal with the contesters.
Exactly.
at the
So
end
We
of
I
deal
the
agree
with
with
everything here.
Mm.
Alright,
Fine.
so everybody get food in them, drink, meet back at the tavern that we've been using. We should have rooms there thanks to Christos.
Aye.
The fuck?
There's a squeaky
Get
door
the
just open
fuck
the
out of
door.
me.
Hmm.
Jesus.
My lodgings will be at the church with the acolyte.
Very well.
It's about to be dark. Please be careful when you're out on the streets.
Cool.
Of course. Will be.
Shall we?
Where do sleep?
Like I said.
Tavern?
The
Feel free to
tavern
join
is
us.
the night Christos has been trying to get us rooms.
Very cool.
I'm pretty sure if I don't, I'm going to be arrested. So, with you I go. Besides,
Perhaps you should ask
Hey, Kyler. I'm sorry things went a little
magistrate's assistant
sloppy.
on that.
Tomorrow morning.
Rin?
Tomorrow morning.
Quite frankly,
I'll tell a few at a time, just so it's be quick enough. The hooded one, the other one that's supposedly helping with this investigation. He told me that he was a traveling merchant, and yet he told the magistrate that he's an artisan.
There's also something familiar about him. I can't fucking place it. I don't know if it's his voice or how he stands. I just know I've interacted with him before a few times.
Voices are too hard to know. You won't be able to know that way.
I don't know. It just feels familiar. That's all. He had a full-on conversation with me, and I just had something twinged. Though I will say tonight, while we're asleep, we should take shifts at watch. I don't fucking trust half the people in this town.
Sure. Neither do I.
Fine by me. If you want, I could take first shift or third or whatever.
I'll take second. I'm usually better at night.
Okay.
Yes? What is it?
The black-hooded one that is also helping with this investigation. He told me that he was a traveling merchant, and he told the magistrate that he is an artisan.
Alright.
Two different stories.
Why the fuck would I care about this man who's helping the magistrate?
There's something familiar about him.
That's if he's helping him.
I'm gonna get a
Why
torch.
lie?
It is really fucking dark.
I mean,
Might as well not try at that point.
I was told
Well,
by a
grumbling
DM that
because
there's
it's not
something
dark at all for you?
familiar.
Something familiar? What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. We're not allowed to know.
So you just felt something familiar?
I was told by a DM.
Well, I mean, the only way that would have
What
found out
did you see
anything
that was
was with a
familiar,
lie.
Kyler?
With the, that figure that's been following us. When you had a full-on conversation with me,
Okay.
I was told that something about him feels familiar, but apparently I'm not allowed to bring it up, so...
Oh, I see, I see. I mean, I'm sure you're allowed to bring it up.
I just did, and he...
Arn just doesn't give a shit.
Now he gave me a look.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a torch? Because I can't see shit down there.
Arn's getting one.
I feel like I'm just gonna trip and fall.
Technically, I have some in my pack here. There we go.
Oh no, keep it just in case we need them for later.
Yep.
These torches aren't nearly as bright as I wish they were.
They look really good, though.
I can try to help, but
They do look good.
they do look very good.
I was told it was fine Grodian wood.
Burning fine Grodian wood.
Very pretty.
That's what I said.
He's touching fine Guardian wood.
What do I have, a fucking entourage? What is it?
I need light. I can't go there.
Am I your
Fortunately, the only
chaperone?
light
Get a
is
torch.
here.
I bought two. Here, have the other torch
You
I
know
bought.
what?
There you go. So unless you're going to watch, leave me alone.
You do.
Kyler, take us to the tavern. I'll hold on to your shoulder.
Just light that torch, Rin.
Fucking can't see nothing.
Just light the torch.
How am I supposed to fucking light? I don't have.
Go
wood.
light the torch, Rin.
Okay. Just don't fall. Don't fall. Don't trip and fall.
There you go, Rin. You lit the torch.
Oh.
Oh.
Thanks.
Ow.
Sorry.
Fucking assholes.
Alright, let's go eat and drink, I guess.
Behavior such as these.
I do
People up
agree.
here,
Fuck. Just got lost, sorry.
No worries.
I am fucking invisible right now. There is no way anyone can see me. The way night vision looks without Drow is it's fucked. There's no way anyone can see me without a torch.
There was a hobbit over here that makes a pop.
From behind.
Fuck.
Full checks.
From behind, leg.
What the hell?
Steps on the blade.
Who sent you?
Who sent you?
Should I grab the dagger?
Come on. No.
Fucking
Damn
killed
it.
himself. Get off the street now. Into the tavern. Get inside. Stop standing out here.
coming too?
Where are they going?
Be careful.
Come on, the check of the ones at the cathedral.
He did not seem like some random bandit trying to mug us in the street.
Be wary of the distinct possibility to be a trap.
Get inside.
Anarchistas!
It's smart for him to go out alone.
I think he's gathering paladins.
We don't have time for that. Make our way to the inn, together. Raylan, you're our only light along with Tang.
Fine.
I can't see shit.
If there are any movements around us, I'll be able to hopefully sense it.
If there is trouble, if the father is in trouble, you cannot stay there, you come to the church. Understand?
We will seek sanctuary there.
Everything
safe
safe
and
within?
Where are they?
Who?
We couldn't find them.
Where's On?
Where did they go?
Here.
Did he not return?
No.
Perhaps the cathedral then.
Where's... If Arn's not with them, then where is everyone else?
Stay here. Don't walk around
There's
the
some others in the
fucking
house.
lights. I'll keep my eye for them.
Do me a favor, Drow. Tell your Sister Lunt, an old friend, would like to speak at the church.
As you wish. Get the fuck back to the tavern right now. Go.
What do you mean?
Get the fuck
Why
away
do
from me
you're
and
not
go
let-
to the
you're
fucking
out
tavern.
here
Yeah, and you just
alone.
fucking lit me up.
Get away
Go.
from him.
Where's Kyler? Darn.
You all need to get to the tavern right fucking now. Jesus fuck.
Where's Arn?
Fine.
What is it?
You go find
What?
Liliana.
Where is
Protect her.
Arn?
I haven't seen him, but he's around. Gregor.
I vote to let Arn be alone.
Just saw an Inquisitor. He saw me.
Shit. Was it him?
Oleander.
We have to get inside, Raylan.
But Arn.
What did he say? He said he wants my sister something something?
Raylan.
Raylan, if you fuck us again, get in the fucking tavern.
Where is Arn? Apparently, we're not allowed out to
Dang.
look for Arn.
If we looked for him, we wouldn't fucking find him.
What?
Easy.
Great.
Just connect the dots. Lauren.
Everybody get inside.
Yindel.
Telling me to connect the dots is not going to help explain things and explain.
If Oleander's around...
Who is that?
Where is she?
Inquisitor.
Arn can't be around.
Hidden behind 3 people.
Oh, I thought Arn was being.
The Inquisitor apparently wants to speak to you at the church.
What?
That's what he
Do you
told me.
really think? Does he really think I'm going to just go over there?
That's what he told me. So...
Do any of you think
Not
that is a
alone,
good idea?
no.
Fuck no.
Absolutely not.
Having the Inquisitor
No.
of the Empire talking to you, probably a shitty idea.
But there was at least 3 or 4 other imps with him.
What is an Inquisitor?
So...
Is this a
You're not going there. At all.
So what about Arn then? Is he just compromised and he accept this?
Imperialist being around for
No, I was
He
stupid.
knows how to
and
take care of himself.
He'll be fine. He's
I'm sure he
around.
does.
He's just out taking a piss or something. I didn't.
seen any.
It would make more sense that he's gone into hiding for a bit.
Mm-hmm. He might have seen Oleander.
Maybe.
I don't know. But I'm sure he'll be okay.
Here's my job
Oh, Tina, that might have been the person that might have been the person who was giving me that weird vibe earlier. Remember that person that was staring daggers into the back of my head practically when we were talking to the woodworker brothers? That might have been
You
him.
mentioned them, but I didn't see them.
Does anyone not have a bone to pick with this Inquisitor?
No, he wants to kill us all,
Seems
and he
like all of us have something.
probably can if he decides to. So we need to figure out how we're going to handle this.
Ah, wonderful.
According to him, we are the enemy, and he'll try to kill us, I think.
Well,
Understand it correctly?
It's
Specifically, he wants you. Which is, that's a terrible idea.
Well, he said he wants to speak to you, but I mean, fuck him. However, there are...
Yeah, speak is another way to say kidnap.
I'm sure that he's just really sore about the last time that we parted.
However, there are church members in the area. He was going to the church.
Barely any, though.
If I don't go, that might be putting the entirety of the church at risk, though, and then that bodes badly.
And if you go, that puts you at risk.
Not for one person.
And I can promise you right now, if you do go, I won't be far behind.
Aye.
You're really thinking of going to talk to Oleander? Why does he even want to talk to you anyways?
If he's that set on
He
talking,
wants
he
to
would
know
kick
how
the
I
door
got
down.
away last time.
Well, he's in the city, so...
Yes, the only reason why is because I was knocked out unconscious.
We knew there was a little bit of Imperial presence here.
We didn't think they were in the actual city itself. So...
I just guess they're already inside.
Either way... Yeah, well now it's confirmed. Either way, we need to decide, are we gonna walk Iandel up there into this stupid fucking thing and talk to this stupid fucking guy, where he may do God knows what to her? Or are we gonna stay here, in which case, if we're staying here, well, either way, throughout the night, we're gonna be taking watch. So we don't get fucking jumped or anything.
She's absolutely not going to that church.
Well,
Iandel?
the obvious answer here is what many people have said. She's
are
not
your
going to
own
meet with
person.
this Oleander.
Mm-hmm.
It is your choice.
That or she takes cues from people to...
Unless, of course,
Why would you, in your right mind, go and talk to
the
her?
Dryad has
What
a
can he
plan.
offer you?
Because the last time that I avoided such a situation, that led to things being
Is the
done to escalate the
Inquisitor so
situation until
terrifying
it was
to someone of
forced.
her nature?
An Inquisitor is terrifying to everyone of every nature. Expert swordsman, can see in the dark, found me easily, has night killers.
Increased action
Take your
being
pick.
taken until
You can
eventually
absorb
my
the
hand is
life out of
forced.
someone by simply touching them. I've seen it with my eyes.
Oh, she shot him previously. Well, he shot her previously.
You're not going alone, no matter what he says.
What, with a crossbow?
With a night killer.
No.
Small one with him. Regardless,
Right.
Iandel,
Those things.
your decision. We follow you. We'll protect you if you want to go. We'll protect you if you want to stay.
Aye.
It's damned if we do, damned if we don't sort of situation. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not
It is an
like
undue
they
risk.
don't. It's not like they don't know where we are.
Yep.
Likely they know why we're here.
And it is certainly better if we are on the same place, yes?
Damn it.
It's also very likely it is a trap of sorts.
Definitely.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that it probably is. I'll be quite honest. But then again, the last time he just wanted to have a chat,
It's happening
he actually was serious. Came right to my very doorstep, effectively, just to wax poetic about how he was in the right and that people like me were monsters.
He wasn't wearing his usual garb, and neither were the other Imperials, so it's not like they're wearing plate or anything. He may still have a smaller night killer on him, but...
I don't know. There was a substance
More than
that was
likely,
in my
yes.
house. Ever since then, I've been
Here's the
coughing, and
thing.
at least once a day I would cough up blood.
If I don't do it, there's a very good chance that things are going to escalate even worse and put more people
They don't know what
in the
it
line
is.
of fire.
I do agree. However, You are, well,
You're a
very
part of this group,
important.
Indo.
Oh, believe me, I'm well aware of that fact. That's why I'm literally under orders not to die.
But you will tell me the second you know,
the crown.
won't you?
And if you choose to go,
We're going with you.
I'm going to let that happen.
I hope it doesn't get worse.
You cannot allow the party to
Not
split.
letting you die.
If you are all going, then I am as well.
Is everyone going? Holy shit.
So that's the plan, we go?
We go.
I would
we keep
suggest
an
not
eye.
to,
Supposedly.
but I will go by your choice.
Well, did she even say what she's doing? Is she going?
Well, she's going towards the door. You know?
I don't want this to lead to a situation where more drastic action is taken at a much more crucial moment.
There
Before you
were.
go, Kyler, were there any specifics? Did he specifically ask her to come alone or any other
He just said he
bullshit?
wants to speak to her at the
Did he say anything
church.
more?
But if we show up in force, they might put them on edge. We could hang back and let you have the talk. If we see something terrible going wrong, we can interfere and get you out of there, which would be
We're
our main
staying here.
priority.
Do that.
Very well. Then we stay
I'll be
back
with you.
from her. Father Martino is the only person with her he can heal. If we see something terrible going wrong, we jump in. We'll stay close.
You carry
Right.
the torch,
You tell me
please.
if he'll be happy to see
I just
you.
don't want them to think. I mean, everyone's going.
A torch.
My fingers are.
Watch out for these brigands that have been jumping people as well.
Two of you, Martino and Iandel.
That would leave us in the dark if we do not have a. Ah, there it is. Never mind.
Remember, most of you hang back. We don't want to spook him. I'll go up ahead.
I am not leaving her side.
Me and Ting and Lisa would be the other side. Everybody else stay back. We do not have
It's just not meant to show.
We can be obstructed by buildings.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense.
We'll listen for sound. Do not rely on visual to communicate between the two. If anything goes wrong, yell.
If we can hear.
Understood.
Stop.
Pretty sure the instructions are clear. There's quite a few of you here. Quite a few too many. Drop them.
Insisted on it.
Then they need to fuck off.
Then he does not get the talk.
Then she is responsible for your death if you don't leave her alone. For all of you. This is my one warning.
And you expect us to let her go?
Yes, I do.
Let's go back to it.
They will see your light before they see you.
Okay, so what do we do then?
I'm gonna go onto the roof and watch them, and if I see something terrible happen, I'm gonna jump down and get you guys.
Climb, right?
Yes. Go back down into the marketplace. Go back down into the marketplace and I'll jump down to see you guys if something goes wrong. They can see your light from here.
Oh, this one here. Quite a lot for dark mode.
Woo! My shit's about to die. Well, day one, we haven't even gotten into the actual underground bit yet. Can't see shit anyway if they're in the fucking church. Do 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 do.
To try the thing, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. Fucking machine. Fucking machine. We've work.
I'll kill you. I'll fucking do it.
Who's talking? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit.
Fuck you. Stop twerking.
When did you get up there? What the fuck? When did you get up there? Oh, God.
He's been up there watching the entire time.
Have you been listening to us the entire time? I mean, I know we haven't been talking, but like, fuck, could you hear us the entire time?
I don't know, maybe.
There's more than my mind. I could have been listening to Kyler.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was up with that. Rin and Rin and Iandel and fucking Lisa. While Anya and I are in there fighting for our fucking lives, they're just like, oh, guess we'll go back to the city. If they were out there, we would have had more people to, you know, secure the civvies. It's okay, they're not professional arsonists like Kyler. Ah, my fucking knee. I gotta say, this mission was, interesting. A lot of talking, which is not usually what we get in side missions. Man, I follow that guy that tried to escape, and then they vanished.
Knock knock. You. I don't know.
I'm dead?
Probably the magic belt or something.
Did you say he said or she said?
No, you.
Oh, so I'm dead, okay.
You're fucking dead. Look at you.
So happy about that. Finally, really?
We just talked about this.
Alright, you so called to save my life by sending me.
They going through their fucking life stories.
You get executed for the first time in Triton history. An execution. That would have been something. Imagine that, yeah. Something like a martyr or I don't know.
Oh, they despawned like as soon as they went in there. I saw the NPC name tag go when I was adjusting my height. They went in there, went invisible, and fucked off. I was like 10 seconds behind them, maybe 20. It was a bit longer than you would expect, but I mean, it's a dead end. It's fine. These things happen. Plus, it was dark. They might not have seen me. My fucking knees.
Is that the lander phrase? Sick nasty.
Yeah, I learned that.
Because he what's hip with the kids nowadays.
Yeah, Kyler taught it to me. I've been learning so many kids lingo from Kyler. Early
What else?
lingo, the cool hip stuff.
I'm sure he has you saying something really stupid like sheesh.
There's such epic music going on in the background right now, and we're just sitting here like watching the
I
lake.
have more time music going on in my head.
Oh, that sounds cool. I'm gonna stop the epic music because it really is not too accurate.
And you know what else could be really bad that he teaches you?
Oh, I just
I've heard
changed myself. I opened up a
I've heard some people around here say the word, what was it, pog? I don't know if that's a thing, is it? The fuck? Pogger? Part of our speech, but he's not. Disturbing.
You know what I also learned from Kyler? He taught me this phrase
Also, you could say
Oh, whoa. So uhu and oh,
and oh.
It's like you're laughing. It's a different way to laugh. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes,
Try combining them. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, ooh, wah,
Now you just sounds like your mom. It's a native tongue of Triton.
I know for a fact. I know for a fact.
Fish bait,
God is
ooh,
probably
ah.
going to. God is going to swing by us and give us both
God
moderator
is
warnings.
not with us now. Tritons have no God.
Exactly.
Only
That's what I
fish
say
bait,
every
ooh,
single
ah.
fucking day. I can see your eyes, you know.
God is the least of your concerns.
Oh fuck!
To work with him to deal with it tomorrow.
We are not seriously considering working with the Inquisition.
Absolutely not.
Well, they were so certain of it that they had pre-placed servants of Ash back in Adwick to ensure that my answer was that we would talk tomorrow.
Fuck.
And in regards to that artifact, he wants it to be destroyed, not returned to anyone.
Why does he want to
They're
destroy
go-
it?
That is against the
Because
question. Out of the question.
Because
I don't disagree with that.
apparently,
I don't disagree with it, but I don't understand.
Because apparently whoever receives it could very well have the potential to become just as bad as the ones who created it. Which is
Curious.
very hype accusations
He
for
said
someone like him.
just as bad as the ones who created it?
He means Tritons.
Yes, I'm aware
On
of
the
what he
dis-
means.
You mean more the destructive scale, the amount of malice, corruption that one had to have in order to make such a thing. Apparently, is quite enthralling to anybody who becomes in possession of it. I don't know if this is just a lie, but they are going to be trying to make their way to try to get it themselves regardless. That if we come across each other in that sense, that it would come to blows. But
Then
all
why
but
meet in the first
encourage me,
place?
because he doesn't
they're
want
already
the
set on their
cradle
ways.
getting it.
But
Because
why
they-
would he? Why would he trust you to do anything that he fucking says?
Say ruse.
Sounds like he wants us to war with the Cradle while he goes and grabs it.
If that's
Or
the case,
we
why
clear the
did he
way
offer
for
to
him.
work with a?
He wants to destabilize their position here, and believes that the two of us have a way to do that much quicker than any way the magistrate would have.
I don't understand. I don't believe that they would want to destroy the artifact.
Simply put, consider that the Cradle and their leader, the power that they get comes from the sacrifice of others. Now consider that what would happen if they get a hold of an item that allows them to invoke destruction on a nation, kingdom-wide scale.
Well, of course we don't want the Cradle to get it, yes.
That
But
entirely
why does
depends.
the Inquisition want to destroy it if they get their hands on it?
That's so surprising.
They abhor these forces. Don't want them being used for any purposes. They are only tolerating me because of the fact that they think that I actually might have the ability to destroy it in the first place. And that they're hoping that I, quote, have some sense.
So the Imperials are invaders, but they got morals. They will use night killers. They'll hold people hostage. They'll burn people alive, but don't want to use crazy
And
fucking
yet-
artifacts.
And yet, if they weren't serious about it,
But
the
they
fact
do
of the
use
matter is, I
magic.
walked right in front of somebody who has kidnapped me all the way to the Imperial capital once before, stole a bit of my own life, which of course he bragged about afterwards.
Why didn't
And
he kill you?
because he needs me.
Why then? Do you see what I'm saying? If they're talking
same
about
reason
destroying
that
it,
he's-
and it's a ruse, then that would mean they could destroy it themselves. So there's no real point talking to you. Unless they think they're going to fail to get to it and we'll get to it first. But then how are we going to overpower an Inquisitor? He has to know that. Why?
Behind us with a
Why?
dagger on our backs.
Maybe
He doesn't
And
need
he's
to be
even
behind
count-
us with a
to
dagger.
use it.
He can
And
kill
he
us
was
head
even
on.
And he was even counting on the fact that if I were to do that, that you would all object to it and try to, I don't know, kill me. He's that
Do you think
certain
it's maybe
that-
because he thinks that we have more leads on the Cradle than he does?
He might
Apparently
think we have passage
not,
across
if
the
he told
lake.
her that he wants to physically work with her tomorrow to destabilize that house. I'm trying to
Don't get me
understand
wrong,
the
he doesn't
players.
see it in any way that is him swallowing his pride. He just sees me as a stepping stone, that's it.
Arn, you said something earlier about just now, he's... like using her or something?
It's a male
The
father.
artifact? Why would they keep
Yes, why?
her alive? Why would they keep her alive? You said that before, just now. What did you say again about that?
Anger.
If they don't want to destroy the artifact, and it is a trick so they get it instead, why is it would they tell Iandel that they want it destroyed? It is either because they're afraid that we're going to get there first. But even so, if they did, Iandel might be able to. We have no idea. Why would they gamble that? Would its destruction do something? Perhaps.
Alright, fine.
He flat out admitted that if they attempt to meddle with it could very well cause the thing that they're trying to avoid, so I don't
Get some
know if
rest.
they
Why would he
are gambling on that.
Yeah.
Why
I'll see you in the
trying
morning.
Why are they trying to avoid it, exploding and decimating the country they're invading currently?
Obviously, that would
Is
mean
there something
a
else
number
they
of them
want?
are lost too.
I thought they were gunning for Fairhollow specifically for this item. Now they want to just
They
get
are.
rid of it?
I don't know.
Are they that
Trying to
desperate?
make sense of
Seems
their
like they're
twisted
powerful as-
logic.
If their
Is as
entire
powerful
invasion
a witchcraft
strategy
as it seems to be.
is based around Fair Hollow,
Say again?
their entire invasion strategy is based around this one item in Fair Hollow, and they're either desperately wanting to use it or, like he said, desperately wanting to destroy it. Either way, they're
Here's
desperate.
the thing.
He doesn't
Wasn't
want, quote, the Empire to
The whole
burn.
reason behind this war is because they were dealing with another war.
Why would they be desperate? Their armies could steamroll Ireland if they tried.
What if the cradle is already seems to be?
Get rid of it?
Quickest mark on this permit. What if the cradle is already seems to be?
Get rid of it?
Quickest mark on this permit. What if the cradle is already seems to be?
Get rid of it?
Quickest mark on this permit. What if the cradle is already seems to be?
Get rid of it?
Quickest mark on this permit. What if the cradle is already seems to be?